Okay,
Want to have our guest to go first?
I want the secretary's report first, and then we
Oh,
will do
fine,
that.
okay.
Take charge. Don't let her run.
Can I do a motion for minutes?
Yep.
Can you vote on that or
Yep.
not?
Did
Okay.
everybody review them?
I moved past on doing them, I didn't get a chance to read them.
Okay, so how about if we postpone the
We're gonna
minutes?
postpone the minutes to next meeting. All in favor? Aye.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
All right, yes,
postpone
we have a
them
guest.
till
How can we help you, guest?
I just wanted to invite you all to the Friday night event. And the Friday night event is going to lead into Saturday, we hope.
Mhm.
It seems like a good fit because we're doing things Friday night that you're not doing Saturday. We get dancing with a partner. Can't be out there with your two.
Well, then
two-on.
again, why not? Hey, if you want to get up there and dance by yourself, you'll.
I kind of like the idea. They picked a day of our event, the weekend of our event, to do a Friday night thing for the older things and, tag on the Oktoberfest
Yeah.
party, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Be an
Yeah,
Octoberfest
6 PM
now.
gives us enough time to
Yeah.
open up the street.
So it should be good feed. We're having it catered.
Well, it's Friday night.
Quite a few of us are working, setting up the thing that day, but,
It's gonna be a busy day for you, I know.
yeah. So,
I've been there, done that.
if we can, like me personally, if I can break away or stop by there on the way home or something, then I might do that and say hi and then go home and sleep and get up early the next day.
You can come in, you can say a few words,
Say a few words.
or a few extra words, whatever.
Oh, that's where Keith comes in.
Come to
Keith is the mic
Oktoberfest
person.
tomorrow.
I know what it's like to get up early in the morning for Octoberfest, so.
Yeah.
I have heard nothing. On the Saturday event, I've heard nothing about the classic cars this year.
They are, In Gear is in charge of that.
Mhm.
And they've even put it out on Facebook that they are going to, asking people who want to join, so they will be having their cars.
Okay. Last year I got a phone call, this year nothing so far.
Oh, call In Gear.
I know in here,
Okay, so call them up and tell,
Which car was yours?
59 Plymouth. Wagon.
Okay. Yeah, make sure you give him a call.
Yep.
My uncle has the race car, the Eliminator.
Who had that beautifully restored, what was that, Hopmobile or something? Convertible, blue. Beautiful car.
On that one.
All right, nothing else? Answer
Yeah.
questions? You're
Thank you.
invited, feel free.
If we don't see you, we wish you luck. I hope it goes very well.
I hope it does too.
And we'll see.
You'll be known as the German capital of Massachusetts,
I don't know about that, but
even with a
we'll
Polish
do our
club.
best.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a Slovak club, not Polish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. All right.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks.
you very much.
Okay, vendors, how many vendors?
Have a good night. Thank you for
Have
coming.
you heard from the senior center yet?
No.
Okay.
Okay, go over there and kick some butt.
You will hear
Yeah.
from them.
Okay.
They know where
Thank
to
you.
find me. Thank you. At the moment, we have 68 vendors, and I was mistaken about the ribs. We have 5, and they're all smoked at the moment.
Now, you did forward me, and just for the record, so we're on the same page, you did forward me an email, it's like the second time, from a different person actually, that asked about electric. For some reason, smokers need electric, right?
A couple of them, one had on the form asked for electric, and the other one had contacted both of you.
Yeah. Do smokers need electric?
Well, Keith is smiling, so he
Okay.
has his own
All right.
answer.
At any rate, though, okay, that didn't surprise the guys from the Mason Lodge.
Okay.
That smoking people that smokers. Some of them have blowers in them, I guess. Okay. So the answer that I've been telling them is no, they cannot take their own generators. Okay, because we're going to have that inspected by the fire, the whole area inspected by the fire chief that day when they set up. So, but they can only have one 15 amp outlet per
Okay.
entry, just one. Okay, that means one cord, and we will figure out how to make it work. Right? So that's the scoop. The reason is that there would be just a maximum of 8 if they, right? that have smokers. The guys with barbecue grills don't need electric. So, we can accommodate that over there somewhere.
So if we don't have any barbecue entries, should we eliminate that? And just-
If we don't have any entries, or we only have one entry, then we probably eliminate the category.
Well, if you have one, you have to keep it because
Yeah.
you've promoted it.
Oh.
If we have none,
Yeah, but if you
then
have
we only
one-
have smoked.
If you have one, then who's he competing against?
Doesn't
Yeah, it
matter,
doesn't
he
matter.
paid for it.
Yeah, you're in. I mean, it's like I won the first water ski tournament I was ever in. It's the-
And you were the only one.
I was the only one in my age group. I'm sorry, I won my age group. I won my division. I was the only
And you
one.
were the only one in the division.
Yes, but I showed up.
There you go.
Okay, and what did they give you? A ribbon?
Got a trophy. No, I got a,
Medallion.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
another name for that though.
All right. Okay, so, all right, I guess we do it.
Okay.
Are you done with vendors?
I am done with vendors. You want me to
Okay.
continue my
Well,
list here or
it-
not?
Well,
There's an
Did we
interesting-
make a decision on that? Like, do we want to eliminate that category or?
No,
Well, it's
if we don't
still
have it,
too
well, if
far
we don't
away.
have anybody sign up, then we've
Yeah.
eliminated the category.
Alright.
But,
I guess my only thing was that if the smoking is already, more than halfway full, and there's no one in the other category, just eliminate the other category and go all smoked.
yeah, except that if a guy actually signed up to do barbecue, maybe he doesn't have a smoker. So,
But nobody signed up yet.
no, I know that, but it could happen.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you want
so,
this?
Well, no.
we actually,
No.
one of the things that we have to remember for next time though is because we did not put a deadline on it, and we should have. Okay, so, that,
Good call.
yeah.
Good call.
But we should have, so we'll have to remember that for next time. I think it's, from the 5 people that have signed up, I talked to 2 of them, swapping emails or phone calls and stuff, and they're pretty excited that, they're looking forward to doing it, so.
I'm the one who
Kinda fun,
reads
I guess.
all the stuff that's in it. So what I do is they're really good. They're all, so far, they've filled out the form of what's in it. I keep that for the olive branch people, and I rewrite on the back of their form what they're putting in it, and I'm learning a lot. One of them, I was a little surprised. I think he used the fancy name for salt. So I said, I gotta show Keith this list up, so remind me later to show you the list. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
You know what my list would be? by
We
the
had
way?
a situation
Salt.
develop
Pepper.
where we were informed by the administrative assistant through the building department. I guess there's a requirement somewhere, or there's an interpretation of the potential of a requirement for applying for a temporary building permit to erect tents. Okay? And so, I had a little dialogue back and forth, a couple of emails with the building department, trying to get some clarification on that. I did some research on my own, and I couldn't find anywhere where it said that, a 12 by 12 pop-up had to have a building permit.
Depends on your interpretation.
Huh?
of the I said it depends on your interpretation of
Yeah,
the
so-
temporary structure.
Well, but the scary part is that, there are other towns around us that have festivals and stuff too. There are permits that are available for large tents and stuff, and other towns have those, and they say right on them that you don't need a permit for, I don't know, under 400 square feet, which we don't put up anything that's that big. However, what I did was, I talked it over with Kevin and Matt, okay, to try to figure out how to go about this, just to make sure that the Octoberfest is trying to be
On the
compliant to
yep.
everything. And, they had suggested that we put in an application and, ask for a blanket application for all of our vendors, because you can't have individual vendors applying for building permits and all that. That's like silly. So I wrote a letter. I sent it out, and I copied everyone. It says specifically what we want to do, how long we've been doing this, and, you know, that type of stuff. And I have not heard back, okay? The building department was supposed to call me, and we were supposed to have a discussion about it this morning, and that never happened. So I don't know what's going on with that. I had a subsequent discussion with Kevin about this, you know, trying to resolve this issue before we get too far into this. And, and he suggested that, you know, I already reached out, I already did our part, okay? If we hear nothing, then we continue on just the way we are, okay? 'Cause that's the way I left it, that's what the letter says. If we need to do anything other than what we just did here,
Please let us.
you know, please let us know, okay? So as far as we're concerned, you know, we just go ahead with our plans and until something else. So, anybody okay with that? Okay, what I would like, though, just for the record, so that we can write this down, I would like this committee to vote to give me authorization to negotiate this until it's down, until it's put away.
So moved.
Second?
Okay? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, so that's the end of that one. Grill on Main, we had a request from them before. Has there any new news on that?
I am writing as fast as these little fingers will go. All right. I have been trying to reach the lady that contacted me a couple weeks ago, and I'm not hearing back from her. Her phone messaging is full, so I've texted her many, many times. I requested that if she could please come to our meeting. If not, at least to call me, contact me, text me, email me, let me know their thoughts of what they would like to do, and I have not heard back in any way. So John was supposed to try to stop by there on his way today. So we don't know.
I'm gonna suggest.
He's on his way.
Yeah, I was saying that slowly because he may have had his hands full with the little guy today. So
what-
also, he was going to be asking if we could have our toy man. Our toy guy is not in there, where he is actually set up is on the side of their driveway. We just need where their driveway has a little bit of an inlet on the right, if we could have his truck there once again, as he has been the last couple of years. As far as I know, there's never been any issues, and the toy man himself will not be set up in the driveway. He'll be over like he should be.
Yeah, he just uses it to pull his stock from.
Yeah, he needs his truck nearby.
Okay. So I think that unless John comes in tonight with something different, that we just, you know,
Assume that they've moved on.
drop off, they reached out once and, we've tried to figure out how to accommodate what they want to do. But if we don't have any more contact with them, I don't think that, we're done until they come back with us, with something else.
It's too bad I was just there the other night for wings.
Okay.
A lot of wings. French fries.
Yesterday, we did get our beer and wine permit.
Yay!
It's all set, we have it. All of the stuff is ready for the beer garden, so we're all set up, everything. We either, we have cups and all that stuff already now, and all of the product is ordered and everybody knows what they're doing. So, it will be delivered over there on Friday night, about 6 o'clock. Which is gonna be kind of early, because it's never come at 6 o'clock before.
Yeah, right.
And we should be good, so we'll set up the beer garden, and it'll be all ready for the morning. Hopefully, we won't have any hiccups in that.
I don't think Diggers is doing their tasting this year. I don't think Diggers is doing their tasting.
Do you
this year.
have
No.
a contact for them? I may have to use their parking area in the back.
Well, I don't think they own the building.
Who owns the building?
I don't know.
All right.
Is it the same It's not the, no, never mind, it's not the same owner.
I'll call the town hall to see if they know who.
Owns the building.
Yeah.
Right. I'm interested to see what it turns into.
Okay.
Yeah, I think everybody is. I think everybody's hoping it turns
Something good.
into something,
Yeah.
like a pizza shop or a church.
Melissa, you're on.
I'm on.
Prizes.
Prizes, I have been getting responses,
Yay.
a lot of electronic responses. They want us to come pick up the prizes everywhere that, not everywhere, but a lot of places want us to come pick up prizes because we're in a tight deadline. Most of it should be okay. Luckily, my husband works in Boston, so the one's in Boston. I'm like, I'll just send Dave, you won't mind. I do have one who wanted our, a letter showing our 5013C.
We're not 501c3.
What are we?
We're a nonprofit municipality.
A municipality.
Yeah.
Well, they want certification. And I don't know how to get that, so we may have to pass on them. I forget which one. It might have been the aquarium. They want certification
Yeah.
from us. And I'm like, I've like given
Yeah.
everything but my blood type at this point, so.
Yeah, we're a
Just
municipality.
contact
We're not-
Suzanne over
we're
in
not a-
town hall.
We're not a charity.
She can help us. In the middle of a meeting.
What was that word? We're a
That's it.
nonprofit what?
We're a municipality.
Municipality. Okay. That's pretty much where I'm at. Know what else
Okay,
to
and
report?
we just gave you a few more
Yep,
things.
I just got a few more, so.
Here's your check to reimburse you for postage from the
thank
last
you.
time.
Thank
Okay?
you.
There's some
So we'll
slips you're
check
gonna
that
give her too, a
down.
bag of slips, wasn't there?
Mary and,
Bag of
huh?
slips.
Isn't there a bag of slips that you're like, oh,
Oh, yeah, her slips for the prizes.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
working through that.
He's getting there.
Excuse me.
It's just about prizes, it's not about me.
Yeah.
Well, I gave you a bunch of places that we've been to that you might want to send a letter or contact.
I have, a lot of these are on the
You already
list.
have. Okay,
Yep.
good. Okay.
We have some cash cube things
Excellent.
that are already printed and stuff, so
Nice.
you can take those because you
Awesome.
can letter up the prizes. We can, Mary and I are gonna, we're planning a day where we can go up and do this like next week and go shopping for some prizes.
Ooh, we're gonna go play.
And knocking on doors and seeing what we can help them up for you,
Okay,
okay?
thank you.
Who is hitting downtown for prizes?
I
Huh?
assumed it was gonna be me.
I will do,
Okay.
I will do Harry's Pizza. I always do.
Are you gonna do Harry's? Okay. Boy,
Okay,
go
I
ahead,
just
there
need a
goes.
few minutes for what you got going, okay?
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, you can't just walk home. Did you finish? Did you
He
finish?
wants to walk home by himself? Mm-mm. Mosquitoes will come along, pick you up and take you away.
Go for a few minutes, it'll be good.
did I tell you that story about Izzy?
No, no, because my
No.
daughter's done it before.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
other day, she was being.
Do we have a, for the music in the beer garden,
Yeah,
the band, that's, what, the quartet there, Brian James Quartet?
yes.
Do we know what their cost is? What are they charging us for that?
I'll need to look.
Hmm?
I'll need to look. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay,
I'll need to look.
because I'm trying to negotiate the sponsor for that.
Yeah, you see, you have the contract for Rob Ledoux,
Yeah,
so you know what the cost is on that one.
okay,
We'll have to find the Brian James. John works with Brian James Orchestra.
okay. Because I want to be accurate when I approach, for the sponsor.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Let's get to advertising. Have you written up any things?
I did an interview with Blackstone Valley Tribune the other day,
Okay,
so I'm imagining an article will be coming out on that soon. I did a $300 Facebook ad purchase.
300?
Yeah.
Okay,
250, maybe something like that. On Facebook today. So start looking for those ads coming out.
okay. I sent John, I actually copied you on that too. I found a whole bunch of links to submit press releases for some of the major newspapers.
They're ones I already have.
Oh, okay.
We just don't get any play in them.
Yeah. And Woonsocket Call, Milford Daily News, yeah.
Yeah.
Telegram.
Milford Daily News, actually, I don't think I do have, but Woonsocket Calls never run anything that I've sent them.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I thought it was interesting, because I'm gonna need to send off a couple of articles on them myself. But, so I was kinda looking for them, I found them, I said, wow, these would be great for Oktoberfest too. So that's what we did. Okay? Schedule, I need a schedule for the program. The deadline is tomorrow.
So, did you get us our $100 magician?
Yes,
Okay, good. Let me know where I can plug him in.
yep, yep. Because finding a magician for $100 was magic.
Okay?
Wow.
Clever.
No kidding.
So who is it?
Huh?
Oh, you didn't really?
Yeah, it's John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, okay, okay.
We have giant holes. It's not gonna be ready. I don't honestly, to be perfectly honest, I don't think we should print them. I don't think we should print them at all. I think it's a waste of time.
How many people
I
actually
think we
use
should
them?
make them up. I think we should put them online. I think we should make up a few posters. That's it.
Maybe
I-
like
I-
a sandwich sign type.
Yeah, I don't think the amount of effort we put into folding those things is worth it. Just me.
It's just you. Here's why I'm disappointed with that, okay? Is because I already promised them to Purgatory, okay?
Okay.
Now, Purgatory has,
We should print some up. I'm just,
yeah, well, I mean.
and just right now, one of my major acts, one of the members has cancer, so I had to cancel. We don't have a magician, because he didn't want to pay for it. So that's 2 holes, and then we still have a couple other holes left. So we got a lot of work to do in the next few days to fill some holes. Working on it, but
Okay,
It's a big
but
job.
I can, all right, but you still have some part of a schedule that you can send me, so.
yeah,
that
well,
I-
you already have a bunch of contracts. I mean, you already know the outline of the whole thing.
I have.
There's one that I gotta let you know afterwards that isn't gonna be performing. Just because, like I said, yeah. One of the members has a major illness and I'd rather not talk about it. But you know the headliner, so you got that. You know the beginner, I mean, like, there's quite a bit. You can definitely do a whole bunch.
Hi, John. Yes, sir.
Purgatory Brewing is the #2 slide on the ad buy that I took, just so you know.
Started with that one.
Just a few minutes ago.
So on Facebook, they're the #2 picture that'll come up.
Yeah. You guys started with that way. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for nothing.
Okay. I want a schedule so I can do the program.
My kids,
Oh, did you get, go ahead, what's your side of the entertainment?
update.
Yeah.
Keith blew up my entertainment.
Yeah, I did. I stole one of it. I stole one act.
So you do all this work and then he goes and steals it because he can't fill up his stage.
Yes. Exactly.
There you go,
With
that's
people
pretty accurate.
who are reliable.
It's not so much reliability
No.
at that point. That was, somebody's very ill.
Oh. Didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're trying to fill gaps in the schedule. Reached out to an improv troupe in Providence, waiting to hear back from them. I got Ryan Padula, who's a jazz pianist. He played with us last year. He's a student at Franklin, so he's playing on the Mason stage. Keith had found, somebody had found Keith, and he had forwarded to me. It's a woman who does one of those
A living statue.
living statue. She's like 8 feet tall. It looks pretty cool. So I reached out to her to find out what her rates are.
It's not really a stage act, though.
It's not a stage act, but it would be, I'd put her down by stage 2 and let her do a thing for an hour or whatever, whatever she does. And it's a draw. People will go down there and give her some money to make her move.
She's a tree.
She's
she's
a
a
snow.
statue.
She's a snowbird. Something snow. She's all white.
Okay. We've seen those. Those can be pretty cool.
Yes,
Oh, I just went to Gorilla Maine, and
that was the beer.
Cindy gave us the okay to park the toy man back there.
Okay.
She said she already said yes, it was fine to you, but I just said, oh,
She
great,
did.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you, but you didn't.
So
But I
good,
appreciate
thank you.
that. That's awesome.
So we're good for the toy guy's vehicle to park.
Okay.
I have reached out to that Becky lady again, and I tried calling her phone a couple of times, and her message box is full, and she's not answering any texts. I even stated, if you can't come to the meeting, please let me know what your wishes are, and I'll bring it to the meeting for you. I'm not hearing anything back from her.
Was this about the toy? The toy?
No, this is about the outdoor cafe.
Yeah, all I can speak to is the toy guy, that's all I asked about.
All right.
But she did say that come back again, and they'll give us gift
Perfect.
Oh, awesome.
coupons. So you wanna ask
Perfect.
for Cindy
Okay.
or Becky?
It doesn't have to be you specifically, because I know
No.
back in the days with Tim, it had to be him specifically.
Do you have a letter? Do you have a
Yeah.
letter? Yeah, just have a letter in hand.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Uh,
Perfect. Thank you for that.
Oh, the other update is I got us a sound guy for the Mason stage to run
Mhm.
sound for the day, because Dan wasn't available to do it. So he's a coworker of mine. He runs the sound tech program at Franklin. So he'll come out and do that for us for the day.
Except that we need more equipment. Check with the orchestra, see if they're gonna need anything. Brian James Orchestra, are they gonna need anything for sound?
The quartet
Yeah,
for PA. I mean,
yeah. I don't
I
think
don't
they will.
think they do. I'll double check, but
Children are children. Can't expect them to be anything else.
yeah. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay, well, I would like to work on my program, but I need something.
I'll give you what we have.
Okay.
We can go from that.
I have two photographers.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything from my girl, so I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I've got one, Luke McNeil's gonna do the morning, and
You got a calculator?
Studio Levine is gonna do the afternoon.
Who was the afternoon? Who was?
Studio Lavina, Jessica Lavina,
This was for me. So.
that's good.
Perfect, thank you. I
So-
did reach out, but
so
I
you
didn't
have to do
hear
some
anything,
math there.
so.
That's why I asked you if you had a calculator.
Okay. So what else you got? Nothing?
That's that. That's that. Dance Sensations is gonna do, they're gonna do their performance,
Mm-hmm.
confirmed with Amy. Website's up to date, except the,
Should put the dog orphans form in.
yeah.
Quilt?
that's the one.
Valley Tech
Those two
foreman?
things.
Yeah, Valley Tech is having 2 spots, they're coming. Oh,
No, I know.
sorry.
They're
Right.
coming, but I'm not really sure what they could or would do in terms of a performance.
They roll the robots out into the road and they, make them do things like, bounce balls or whatever.
So I'm fine to have them do that.
Uh-huh.
Is that any different than what they were doing at their station, in their vendor spot?
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, because like in their booth, they're limited. They're limited in what they can do. These robots are meant to go around and actually move things, like a football-sized field. So if they know that they're gonna, that you want them to do some type of a show with it, they can, they may or may not bring, because they got like billions of robots. They build a different robot every year.
All right.
So they can pull one out that does some more showy stuff, you know?
All right, I may wind up leaning back on that as a contingency. But if I need it, I'll put it in, or I'll reach out to them and have them.
Yeah, ask them if they can put together like a program of something, you know? Something showy.
You want a dancing robot?
No, they just, so, like, I just went to the Christian schools open house for their robotics program, and like, they were talking about like the competitions, and there's like certain tasks that they have to,
Yeah.
you know, compete, and they still don't blow each other up though.
Rick used to be in the BBT robotic team, and it was awesome. He had a blast. He had a great time.
Yeah, Liam was looking at it. I had 3 kids with me, and one of them was like, I really like the coding side of it, because they actually like code the robots and
Yep.
everything. And the other one was like, I really like the mechanical side of it, I like how you can build everything. And Liam goes, I got to push buttons.
There you go. Someone has to do that part.
Oh, I do have one other thing. I sent out a press release to the Worcester TNG, the Milford paper, and whatever the other
That
one
one
was.
soccer call?
Woodstock call.
Awesome. Cool. Pictures? Did you send in pictures?
I didn't. I didn't. It wasn't really a great way to do it.
Yeah, every time I've ever sent pictures, they've never used them. But it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
The local ones will use your pictures.
I did push the new stuff this year. The partnership with Purgatory and the special Douglas Octoberfest beer. Push the rib contest, the larger than life performance, the wiener dog races. So really like the big
The
draws.
quilting thing?
Mhm. The link to the website was in the
Okay.
thing.
You might even just want to send a follow-up email and just say, pictures are available upon request.
All right, so we'll see if they bite on that. That would be interesting, anything that they put in is a help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a contact at, what's the paper that comes out every week?
Telegram?
No, not the Telegram.
Expression, no, that's once a month.
The
Blackstone Valley?
yeah, that one.
Tribune?
Valley. Oh, is it the Blackstone Valley Tribune? Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you have a contact over there?
I do, yeah.
Shoot me.
We
an email.
did she call you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I did an interview with her. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's still sent her a press release, but I did an interview with her last week.
If you can send me her email and I'll send her the press release.
Okay, yeah. I can do that.
Okay, I got an email. It was the Douglas Baseball Softball Association or something wanted to do a pitch, where a booth where you throw a fast pitch and they measure it for speed.
Yeah,
and
I
all
like
that.
that.
Haven't we talked about this for a few years? Haven't we talked about this for a couple of years?
Yeah.
We haven't had it for a while, but they've reached out to us again, so
Yeah.
I'm glad you have an answer.
I asked them trying to figure out where to put it. I've asked them what they had for a setup, and they said that they were going to rent one. They were interested in renting one, because they come all enclosed and that type of stuff. That would have been kind of cool. But he sent me an email today saying they still want to do it, but they don't have the inflatable rental for it fell through. Now their plan is to put a 12 by 12 pop-up, easy up, and surround it with tarps on 3 sides,
No.
and throw the baseball at the back of it, and have the guy measure the speed. That's a recipe for failure because
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
it's 12 by 12 is just isn't big enough for that, and you got some guy throwing a ball as hard as he can into a blue tarp hanging off the back of it. And,
We
yeah,
had a
it's not-
spot for them too, so we were just waiting to hear back of what they were
I
going
don't-
to do.
Yeah, I don't know how, they would have to come up with something better than that, I think.
Does your toy guy have one of those?
Have what?
No.
The ride guy.
The ride guy.
The bouncy.
The right guy.
The ride guy? Yeah, I'm sure they do. They do have a pitch.
Can we,
Let's see.
can we?
They have a baseball pitch. They
Can we
do.
get it, let them run it?
Yeah.
Do we give them a percentage of what it makes?
I don't know. Let me check. Let me see.
And
It's,
then we-
it's a good plan. I like it. Okay? Let me figure that out. I'll find out how much that costs. We'd get a discount on it because we'd lump it in with the other stuff that we already get, and it already come on the same truck. So, and then they set it up and, you know, all of that, and we just have the baseball guys run it, and we split it or something.
After
Sounds
we-
like a plan to
After we
me.
cover the
Yeah.
cost, we give
Yep.
them a percentage.
Yep. That's a great idea, actually.
Hear that?
It was. I've got to actually concede on this one. That was a good idea.
Okay, so I will find that out tomorrow, and
You
I'll
wanna
reach
write
out to
that
this
down?
guy and mention that probably be a better idea.
Yeah.
If we do that, because it's actually meant to go in the same area, so we could actually put it on the lawn, it's all enclosed, there's no way a ball's coming out.
There's room for it on the lawn, because I have something else for the lawn too.
What?
Well, finish that, and then I'll,
Yeah, I can, what I would do is I would put the baseball pitch instead of the bungee run. We had the bungee run.
oh yeah, poor
That's
Melissa ran that.
Instead of,
She's still
Melissa had a heart
exhausted.
attack 2 days later, just saying.
The bungee run is
Literally.
okay.
Something to do with the bungee
It's kind of
run.
fun, but it's not exceedingly
Okay.
popular, yeah. so-
Okay.
it's not,
Yeah.
So
no, it
I would
wasn't
put
very
it in
popular.
place of
Okay.
that.
that surprises me.
Okay,
That surprises me.
well, all right, so we have the little train, and
Good.
my, excuse me? You wanna run the little train? There's no room for you on it.
Oh, there's a little train.
This is
Have a
for,
little
all
train.
right, Melissa, my daughter has a little
Perfectly sized to
bouncy.
drive it.
The boys are misbehaving.
Something
Right.
new.
So, so Melissa has a little bouncy made for real little kids. So she suggested, why don't you have a toddler area? Do I have to separate you two?
We are
at the moment?
separated.
This is as good as it gets.
And if we coned it off, she said, well, maybe we could get someone to run it for us, but you would have to be 2 and under to go on the train and or in this bouncy thing, because she's offering it for free. And she said it could be 1 ticket or for free, but it would be a toddler area,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
for little things. And that's what I was saying, if we had room for that on the
Yeah.
lawn.
Yeah, there'll be plenty of room for
You're
that.
gonna man it and run
Do
it?
they still
Two
have
or
the
under,
like wheel
2 or
train?
under with a parent?
Okay,
Yeah.
just
Oh, no, but you have to see the train,
Okay.
okay? A parent can't sit on the train.
How is it? My 1.5-year-old, there's no way he's sitting on something while it's moving.
No, he'd be able to drive this train.
It's on a little track. It stays on the
He
track.
gets to drive it?
He just holds on,
It's on the track.
basically.
No.
All they do
All
is
he's gotta
hold
do
on.
sit and pretend he's steering.
That's the problem. He won't sit still long enough.
Yeah, but there's a little strap.
Oh, okay.
That's what I needed to know. It has a strap. Perfect.
And then there's a damsel in distress, and she's tied onto the track.
Okay, so then there's a small.
I'm surprised you actually didn't see the train because it was right on my porch when you delivered your thing.
I was showing him
Oh,
the
that's
monkey.
other thing.
That little train?
That's the other thing. I
Yeah.
built the stand and the plywood thing for Mary to do the drawings and the cutouts.
Yes. Okay, wait a minute. Let me. So, all
Came out
right,
nice.
you guys can consider the toddler area. And who would man that? We're not sure who would man that.
If we do pursue the toddler area, I can ask Dave if we still have it, but we used to have a bubble machine that might be fun to have running.
As long as it doesn't go up and off onto vendors, because if they have painted something or whatever and the bubbles are landing on it,
It's like 2-inch ply.
I think it sounds great, but from the vendor point of view, they may be upset about that.
Are there vendors within close proximity to where we would set it up?
If you're gonna do it on the lawn,
Plus you have
depends.
food.
Okay.
Because on
Yeah,
one
we
side
don't,
of the-
I'm just
one
trying to
side-
think of
yeah,
things that
one
might be
side of the
fun.
lawn
That would
is
have been
food,
great though.
and on the other side of the lawn is
It's fine. You
Okay.
can carry it in person.
food. So,
Okay, we won't do it, not a big deal.
Wish we could somewhere, because it would be
Yeah.
cool. All right, so John, yeah.
No.
Okay,
Cut out.
all right, so that takes care of the baseball.
I'm not allowed to talk either. Sorry.
Well, no, I had to do
Because we're
that
on
part,
TV.
because I have someone who does, a vendor, who does detailing, and he would like to bring, they've already paid
I'll
for a
bring my car.
spot.
I was gonna say, I'll bring mine. I
So,
have
yeah,
kids.
there you
I'd
go. He can work on it during the event, show how well it comes out after, but he would like to bring his truck, but I have to find a place, and if that spot,
Might be in trouble.
hi.
Hi.
If that spot where we were gonna put the pitching thing is available, I was thinking of putting Ryan in there with his detailed truck.
Is that
How
new?
many trucks?
Just one truck. They paid for a spot and they would like to bring their detailed truck.
Just can't be it's gotta be the same as a trailer, where it's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's just a regular pickup or a
Yeah.
Right,
SUV.
but it's gotta be in the.
But you're not gonna put it in the library driveway.
You were gonna put the pitching mount there.
Right, because that's not a vehicle.
It's not a vehicle.
We're on the same, we're back to the ambulance.
Can I have a tissue?
Okay, so then I would like the committee to try to help me figure out where we could possibly,
I have an idea.
Yeah, you
I have
put
an
it
idea.
down next to in-gear.
The car show.
is there room?
Mhm.
Room in the car show.
Is there room?
Is there room?
Should be, we do need to talk to the neighbors still, or the tenants still, and just make sure.
That's always you.
Yeah,
Is that okay?
yeah, we'll just ask them to park on the outskirts, but not before.
Okay. And
Right?
do
That
we,
makes the most logical sense to have a car detailer
Okay.
detailing a car
Absolutely.
in the car show.
Hmm?
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay,
it kinda
so
fits down there.
do we call in gear and say you need to leave a spot for one vehicle? How do we do that? We have Harboro's coming again, so
Yeah, see, I'd put them in between Harborough and the car show, like,
how do you do
call it the
that?
auto mile.
That'd be
Well,
cool.
Isn't Harborough a little bit further?
Well, Harborough,
Harboro goes in the,
Harborough goes on one side in front of the Oktoberfest sign.
Under
They
the
go on
sign,
pavement,
right.
Right? And in-gear goes up on the dirt, right? Okay?
in gear takes that whole area in there.
Yeah, up on the dirt, in the dirt driveway. Okay, so, but Harborough doesn't, they only take like the first 2 or 3 spaces down next to the road. You
Yeah.
can go further up and put Ryan there.
Yeah, but is anyone gonna see him?
Yeah.
Because he's like the third car in there.
No, he's not in, he's still out,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I just put him on the other side, because what happened is, they're gonna see him anyway, because what happened is you come up into there to see the cars that Harborough goes, and Harborough only brings like 1 or 2 cars.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
I will have to ask them to only bring
Yeah.
so many.
And then,
Okay.
but then what happens is when you go up and you see in-gear that has all of their cars
Okay.
up there, you can see him right there. You know what I mean? So,
right.
because you're walking up right behind him when you're at in-gear. And you can actually drive through there,
Right.
you know? So it's flat. It's not like that's 5 feet higher than where, the detailing is gonna be. It's all on the same level.
Well, okay, so we're able to use the parking spaces there because that is a sort of easement right of way.
Yeah, it's a town
Um,
road, actually.
Right, okay. And Harborough's usually has 2 vendor spaces where their cars are at. Where would they set up a table in front of their truck that's kind of
Right on the
in-
road,
Okay, perfect,
yeah.
perfect. Thank you, that takes care of that. And Harborough's is planning on bringing little pumpkins to give away to everyone, which is nice. And they are sponsoring our hat table and tote bag table again, so that's done. Okay, go. That's all I have to say at the moment, till
Do
you
have the
move down
stage
the list.
decorations handled again?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have the stage decoration handled again?
No.
Who did those come from?
I have hay bales.
You pay bills.
Mums and
That's half
stocks.
the battle.
I don't have mums.
It's only at 1/3 of the battle.
I don't have,
You're on fire tonight.
we don't have mums, we don't have,
Stocks.
corn stalks.
We usually get a couple of pumpkins. Do we reach out to Fatma's or Whittier's, and because they would be donating so much, we can ask if they'll donate, or we could offer a space for donating, because we need a lot.
You go to Whittier's a lot.
Yeah, Whittier's is right down the road from me, so I can.
Sorry, what?
Whittier's is right down the road from me. I can try there.
You're gonna try Whittier's? Okay.
So we want to offer them a vendor spot, the donation. Are they coming?
I haven't reached out to them and they've never come, so it would be nice if they did.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Do they do mums or just corn stalks?
Oh, they do pumpkins and corn stalks, no mums. We usually get mums from Fatma's farm.
That's not anywhere near me. So if someone else wants to do Fatma's.
I'll check out Fatma's.
Okay. Thank you. Really? Alright, so
Trying
you're
to
doing
decide which one you
mums
want to give away.
and
That one
you're
was
doing
free.
corn stalks and pumpkins. Even if we take some pumpkins that have some damage on it, that they can't really sell, we just turn it for decoration.
So I need what, mums and stocks from Fatma's?
No, just mums. I got stocks. I got stocks.
Yep.
Try. Well, maybe. We'll see.
I was gonna say, do you want me to just ask them if they have both?
Ask them.
Sure.
Ask them.
Try both and see what we get.
Yeah, because we could use hay bales and corn stalks in the beer garden.
Corn stalks and pumpkins for me.
Perfect.
I'm almost done.
Oh, she's not.
Okay.
Are you going on to 7?
Okay.
Roll it.
7, Friday.
Already set up, who's helping?
Yes.
We
need,
have one of our scouts, that's a fantastic helper, he's showing up, Danny.
Yeah. Right now I have a crew of 4 for Friday. It would be better if we had a few more.
Dave usually
You know,
tries
you
to
guys
take
wanna
the day
like
to
call
be
in
there.
sick and.
Oh, that would be
let me
great.
set up the day before.
What time? What time?
I'm
don't have
usually
any
out
kids.
there at about 9
You got the
o'clock.
big church
Because
lawn,
I
let
have
him
to
run
work
around.
that day, yeah.
Tell him to bring snack and drinks and learn.
And they may have the dog.
Start, we line the road, put the lines in the road
up their
while
poop.
We always
most people
do.
are off at work, so it's easy to do that. If you try to get the lines on the road before, between 9 and noon, because at noon it gets difficult, kids has cars for lunch and, you know.
9 to
So
1.
I try to put the lines on the road somewhere between 9 and noon.
What are the time? When do you stop? What time do you
Stop?
Stop.
You always start what?
Stop. What time do you stop? 9 to what? When's it usually done?
Last year it was,
I don't know.
9?
When we're ready,
I
yeah.
was gonna say it was pretty late.
9.
It ends up being late.
9.
The more people you have, the sooner you can get
What-
done.
Lining the road, it
Takes a
only
while.
takes 2 people to do that, 2 or 3 people. But it's setting up the other stuff. It's, putting all the stage stuff out, setting up the awnings, setting up,
I can probably put in for a personal day. Take the
and then
day.
the ticket booths, have to set that up, and then we set up the beer garden, and, so there's a lot to assemble.
I
The
would-
knockerball requires setting up the rink.
Oh, yeah. The
so-
knuckleballs are in our house and Ricky's old.
So, I could tentatively give you like 9 to 3,
Okay, that'll work.
because I'm still gonna have to go to Hopedale to drop off Luke and pick him up for daycare.
Hmm,
But I could probably take a personal day that day.
that'll work. And then throughout the day, I have other things happening. I have like,
The trailer. The stage stuff. How do you normally get the stages? How do you normally get the stages down there? What do you do with the stages?
I have my truck and trailer.
Well, Keith will give me his truck and trailer.
That'll make it twice as fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave should, like I said to Mary, Dave should be available to help out for the day, but he will have the kids, so that will be a factor in
Yeah.
his
if, like, my truck, I have a truck and a trailer, and then, you know, you can move the stages around because we lay them flat on the trailer, like you've done with. So if we had 2 truck trailer things, we'd be able to get the stage built really fast, you know?
Yes, we could actually fit, what,
Yeah.
6 of the,
Sit still.
I
We're gonna
give
I
you a
have
quiet
sheet blocking out of my mind every year.
We do quite a bit.
I can tell you I'm not using my truck this year.
Anyway, so, yeah, if you can,
all right,
so
tentatively.
what'll happen is that'll, you know, even 4 people, 2 trucks and 2 trailers, that's 2 crews. So, so if I have 2 crews out doing that stuff, it'll get that done pretty fast.
Okay.
During the course of that time too, I also have deliveries happening. Like I'm gonna have, you know, Alice comes and delivers the dumpster, so we have to show them where to position that. And then, you know, the porta potties show up and, you know, stuff like that. So I gotta be on site for some of that stuff. That's about it. It's usually spread out pretty much most of the day.
I don't have the application or anything. The Sokol Hall did reach out to me, but they have not sent their form in with anything.
Okay, do we have a phone number to call them?
Yeah. It's Randy. I'll just send another email to Randy and ask him, it's like, hey,
Are they still
I'm
doing
gonna,
their
Now-
Friday night thing?
Interesting point with them, okay, is that we definitely want to make sure that they sign up a application with us. Okay?
Yes,
Because
they
if they
did.
don't, they won't be covered under my blanket building permit.
Oh, true. But no, Randy had reached out saying they wanted the same spacing for the same cost, which was an accurate, they measured an accurate measurement of how many vendor sites they would be having. So he's already on board properly of what they need to do. I just haven't received it yet, so I will have to contact them.
Do we have a food truck vendor thingamabob for the beer garden? Again?
I'm waiting, I called the same guy that we had last year, for lack of a different person. But I haven't heard back from them yet, so I don't know. I
Do we
would,
have
I
a,
thought he did pretty well last year.
I
They
do
sold
have
out.
to send an email or reach out to the Jenks store to figure out what they're doing. Because when I was over there talking to him about, you know, signing off so that we could put the beer garden there, I floated the idea of having them, you know, do some German food in there. And then maybe putting some tables outside, like a cafe thing, so that, you know, so that it would kind of flow into the beer garden idea better. They were receptive of it, and they were gonna talk about it, but we haven't heard anything, so I don't know
So you'll
what.
just reach out to them, see what
I'm
they're
gonna
doing?
reach out to them and find out, you know, if they can give me some specifics on what they plan on doing.
might be, I don't know, might be worth starting to look into a contingency plan for another guy in case this one doesn't work out at the beer garden. For food, I think that's a nice touch to have that, some sausages, or, you know,
Yeah.
someone selling sausages or something there.
Yeah, there should be.
No one
it should-
sells pretzels to go with the beer.
Pretzels, there you go,
Nobody
giant
Nobody
pretzels.
does that. Well, I don't know why I'm looking at
Well,
you for that.
the Jenks store did that last year.
Did they?
Yeah, they made beer pretzels.
Oh, I was thinking of the bigger, the
Big
bigger
pretzels.
Big,
pretzels.
huge pretzels, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, it was,
It's not the same.
Okay,
they're still
well,
pretzels. And
Oh,
I still,
oh.
There's a big difference
I
I still
though.
put hot sauce
There's a big
in my eye.
difference.
oh,
There you go.
sorry.
Big difference.
I made buffalo chicken before we came here, and I was like, oh, my eye.
Oh, no.
Man.
Still hurts?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna
it
sting for
burns
a
a little
while.
bit.
Did you wash it out? No.
You like pretzels, but you don't like applesauce.
Yeah, applesauce is gross.
What?
It's
Not
the
like
consistency.
applesauce.
Pork chops with
That's
applesauce? Come
Ooh,
on.
that's good. Oh, that's applesauce the other day, that was real nice.
See, and that's.
Yes, your son.
And then people get into this whole, like, it's a chutney. No,
Yes,
it's
he
not.
did.
It's an applesauce.
He stuffed his
What I
face.
don't
in his
understand
face.
is that some people
Yeah, he loved
like
it.
apples,
Yeah.
but not applesauce.
Well, there is a
would've done
difference.
the whole bowl.
There is a
Yeah.
difference. Yeah.
Yeah, but even the
We don't
pork.
understand
And you know what else? I would rather share my toothbrush with someone than share
He
an
likes to
apple.
eat.
because he does.
Wait.
Anyway,
Wow,
Both
I'm not
are
going
rather
there, that sounds
gross.
pretty, that,
But
yeah,
given
that
the
don't
option-
sound right.
Given the option,
Well-
because my wife's like, oh, you want a bite of my apple? I'm like, no, that's
Just talking
disgusting.
about
She's
it.
like, you'll
Oh,
use
you
my
don't share
toothbrush."
food? If you go out to eat and she wants a bite off your
Oh,
plate?
no, I'll share food. I won't share
Just
an
not
apple.
apple.
Okay,
It's
well,
that
it's just,
whole like,
No, I get it. It's your thing.
Let's move on here.
We got a bedtime we gotta
So
get, so.
that was a good question.
I was gonna bring them, but I didn't, the sign-up sheets for the ticket booth and all of that stuff, I forgot to do that.
Oh, your volunteer list.
Okay.
I did start
I
the
will-
sign up
I will
genius
email them to
process.
everyone.
Okay. Sit still,
Sign up
please.
sheets.
trying.
Try harder.
Okay.
My brother is coming. Yes, I heard from him today. He does the ticket booth all day minus 1 hour.
Yeah,
He does all day.
yeah,
We
we
got
do
him a
have,
bucket.
we have another sign-up for the ticket booth too, so she
He
did it
does need
last
to
year.
walk around, go get something to eat. So I
We'll
told,
deliver, it's okay.
I told him lunch is on, for my brother, it's on us, that we're buying my brother lunch for the day,
Oh,
so.
that was very
Okay,
nice of her to volunteer
stages.
your money.
Yes.
Stages. I met with, well, I was gonna meet with the police chief was gonna come tonight so that he could be on page, you know, we're shutting down the road and all of that stuff. He just wanted to make sure that he fits with our plan. I had told him that the street shuts at 7 o'clock. We're gonna make an attempt this year to have one-way traffic.
We always have one-way traffic.
Yeah, but
But for
we're,
realsies.
Well, that's because they don't follow the rules.
yeah. So, what time do I have to put main stage up?
Main stage, you gotta go up early.
Yeah, give me a time.
Same time we always put it up.
Yeah.
All right, so
Doesn't
remind us,
Okay.
Keith.
He doesn't know
I
because he's not
usually-
there yet.
I thought it was 8:30.
Let
He
me-
doesn't know
let me-
because he's not
You
there
don't,
yet.
you don't, you
No,
don't
it's
know
gotta be
because,
before
you don't
8:30,
know
Bear's
because
gotta get all
Okay,
we
the
have,
stuff.
okay.
we have the stage there and half set up before you even show up. Okay,
If it was up to me, the day would be halfway over before I showed up.
okay. Anyway,
I'll
And-
ask Bear what time he
All right.
needs to get at the stage.
well, Bear is there when we get there at
Right, but
5.
the question is, how long does it take him to get set up?
Yeah, I do want to give him a little more time if I can, okay, because it's tight, getting that set up. So, but normally I set that up somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock.
Right.
Okay, so it would be good if I target 7:30 for that, okay? All right, so I'll target 7:30 for stage 1, okay? Stage 2,
10.
Much less, Dance Sensations is the first act and they're not even on the stage. They're in front of the stage.
At what time?
yeah, but what time do they go on?
I may have just booked somebody for 10 a.m. That's why I'm. But
So let's say we'll put it up for 9:30, so that's up and ready.
hole there.
Does that work?
I can put it up, I want to put it up at like
Well,
8:30.
you know.
Music?
Yeah.
We do music on stage too.
Then we have nothing. We have nothing on stage 2.
Hold on, we need to talk about this because
What,
we're
all
not
right,
setting up.
okay, so let's
Stuff
back up and,
yeah.
what time do you want the other stage up?
Stage 3 is gonna,
No,
stage 3 needs to go up
Um.
relatively early.
I'll send out the minutes.
Now, stage 3 can go up at 8 o'clock.
First thing tomorrow. No, that's
Is that
okay.
all right?
Volunteers
Yes.
is the biggest
It
struggle
doesn't
we
need to be
have.
set up that
Right,
early.
that's why I need to get the
It
list.
doesn't need to.
Here's why
least
some of this
email
becomes,
us.
Okay.
if you look at how we want traffic to
All right, I
flow.
started setting up.
We shut the road at 7
last week.
o'clock.
I just need
I
the
want the
list.
vendors to come in
Perfect.
at Cook Street.
Okay.
And come up Main Street, drop their stuff on the sidewalk, okay? Not set up their, because we're gonna try to do that, not set up their booth with their car in the middle of the road, which they all, or in the next guy's spot, okay? We try to get them to put their stuff on the sidewalk in front, at their spot, and get their car out of there,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay. Melissa has to leave, so I
I
wanted to let everybody know she has to
apologize.
go, but she's all set.
Okay,
Too
awesome.
good.
So,
All right, we
Get me
will-
Bye, buddy.
those lists, please.
We will see you next week.
Thanks for the help with
And
that.
I will
especially
email
about
you some stuff.
Okay,
All right.
thank you. I apologize.
No,
for
you're
that.
Okay,
good.
so-
You are good.
Okay, 9:30 is the first act on stage 2, which is Dance Sensations.
Okay, so we're gonna have, we're gonna do this. We're gonna set up stage A at 7:30. We're gonna set up stage 3 at Mason's Lodge at 8 o'clock.
It's fine. First act's not till 10.
Yes.
On
Stage 3.
First act is at 10?
10.
Yeah, but it's easy for me to
That's fine.
blast that one out,
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
okay? And I can still get by it, okay, with a car, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so we'll put that up at 8 o'clock, and then
so
we'll
stage
put
two
up
is
the
8.
other one at 8:30. Half hour
8:30 is
apart.
stage.
So 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30.
8:30 for stage 2.
See, here's why I gotta do this, is because when I get the team together to do it, okay, I have to do it 1, 2, 3, because they disappear, and then I can't, then I gotta hunt them up.
Who sets up the stage
know?
for the beer tent? Is that set up Friday night?
That's done the night before.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the way that I want to work it is I want to keep the team together and just go from one stage to the other stage to the other stage.
So you're
and
gonna
just
go
get
1,
them up.
3, 2. You're gonna go 1, 3, 2.
1, 3, 2. Okay.
That works.
And I got it, but I had to time it enough so that we can still, like, because if they're not in by 8:30, okay, which is when the last stage is going up, then vendors have to be in by 8:30 because we open by 9 o'clock.
Well,
So-
that's the thing,
so
it's
they're
in the
way in.
ruling, 8:30, but
Yeah.
I still have to email every vendor and say, this is where your site is, it's next to. And it is in there, it's one way. But if the police officers or whoever's blocking the road allows them to go in the wrong way, that's not
Okay,
us.
What's
We
the
are-
entrance and what's the exit?
They have to come
the
in
entrance
from
is Cook
Cook
Street.
Street
Which
and
one's
go
Cook Street?
up.
And the exit
way.
is Depot Street.
So they come in by stage 2,
Yes,
and they, by the goodness store,
yes.
and they exit
Depot Street.
Depot Street. So make sure the cop at Depot Street says, no entrance. Right?
No.
At the main stage,
No.
or,
No, like, if they come down Depot Street, they have to turn on the Cottage Street. Right? They have to take a left on Cottage Street.
So everything should be going up the street.
Everything going,
Right.
so it's one way. You come in Cook Street and you drive up towards, you're driving actually up towards Stage A.
So the real
And you have
problem-
to take a left on Cottage Street because we got no vendors there. We got no vendors after,
The problem is
After the-
sometimes people come in through Main Street before we lock off the,
And the other problem is people packing up and leaving, trying to go out the same way they came in.
who?
Vendors.
at the end of the day.
No. When
No.
they're leaving.
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah,
leaving.
right, right,
what do you mean
So-
leaving to go park their car after?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Right, so
supposed to
that's
be one way.
I know, so it's supposed to be, but part of it, so it seems like it's a multi-pronged issue, right? Sometimes the cop lets people in.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes
yeah,
vendors
yeah,
go the wrong way.
But once we do this, I'm gonna send the chief an email saying it's one way. They're not allowed to let them in from Mechanic Street. They can't come in that way. They have to go around.
Yes, and the other issue.
Or from Depot Street, they can't come down
That's
into
correct.
traffic either.
They have to go around.
They
But
have
These
to
streets
come
are
in good-
one way, okay, that day, right? So there's one-way traffic. That's the only way it's gonna work.
And the same with when they come down, they have to go around Carter Street and come around the block.
And
to-
what I will do is I'll draw it out and give them a map, showing this is the way it is, so.
I think there's another problem, and it's when vendors are done setting up,
Yeah,
they try to leave the way they came in.
yeah, I know, but they're not
So-
gonna be allowed to do that either.
Well, I understand they're not allowed to do it.
They're just not gonna be allowed to do
Okay.
it.
So
Okay. Yeah,
maybe what we can do is as we see people coming in, knock on the window and say, keep going that way when you leave.
yeah. So if they parked at the municipal center, for example, let's say they set up a booth in front of, or in proximity to like Harry's Pizza down there, okay? So what happened is they came in when they set up, so they come in past that stage, that's the last stage going up, right? And that's the reason for it, okay? So they come in that way, they put their stuff on the sidewalk, and they get their car there, out, they drive all the way down, they put it at the municipal center, for example. Now they're gonna pack up. They get their car at the municipal center, they have to drive down Cottage Street, okay? Have to. Then they come out on Cottage Street, they go down Mechanic Street, and they go all the way around so that they can come back up to their site. That's the route, okay? Because those streets are one way that day. Okay? That's the only way that we're gonna.
I will put all this in their email
Yeah.
saying you are cite something, but they don't always listen, so we
Yeah.
have to depend on whoever's blocking traffic
Yeah.
to enforce
One
that.
one of the hardest things for us that day is when people come in to set up, they know where their site is, but there's a car in it and nobody knows where that person is.
Yeah.
See what I mean? No, that he's off at some other site somewhere because he's helping somebody set up a site and nobody knows who that car is and it's in the middle of somebody else's spot. Okay? So we have to, and it would be helpful during that morning if we have, because you're in an administration tent, but like me, you maybe, we should be on the street making sure that the cars move. Nobody can just abandon their car. That's the hard part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah,
I'm also
yeah.
at stages, making
Yeah.
sure stages are getting set
Yep,
up.
yep,
and
I
set
get
up.
it, I get it. Maybe what we'll do is we'll ask, some of my older Boy Scouts that are on the stage
There
crew.
you
I'll
go.
give them an orange vest and stuff and maybe put them on that team,
Do you have something in those rules, Mary, about like a, 5-minute?
If
Nobody's
5-minute
gonna
car?
follow that even if
you've
it was
been, start on the street, that's exactly what they do. They do not let you abandon your car on the road. Right? They make, you go there and you bring your setup, and then you put it off to the side, and then you get your car out of there. You can't leave it there while you set up your.
That's what a lot of them do. They
I-
have their car there and start setting up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would spend so much time, you gotta move, this
Yep,
person's
yep,
waiting, you gotta
yep.
move.
And
Oh,
then-
I will. 20 minutes later, they still haven't moved it.
Yeah, or they moved it and they got it in somebody else's site, waiting, while they're still setting up
Drop
their
and go.
thing.
Drop and
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
All right, we got that.
You gotta drop and
All
run. Okay, so, and if a lot of them don't like to leave their stuff alone because they're all by themselves. Well, they shouldn't be by themselves then, they should have another
I
person.
usually
that's also-
request to
yeah,
have,
yeah.
well, but you can't tell a vendor you need to have someone with you, but I usually request it. It's a good idea to have someone with you so you can go visit the facilities, get something to eat,
Yeah.
stretch your legs.
It's also fine. not
Okay.
to go anywhere.
And,
I have reached out to Dave Brannigan in an email to see if he'll help for the day like he usually does, but
Yeah.
I haven't been home to check my emails.
Okay,
Next.
All right. Why do you have beer garden down here again?
we just talked about
Okay.
it.
Larger than life?
We talked about it. We talked about robotics and we talked about dance sensations. So we
Okay.
covered all of that. The only thing that we have left on the agenda is that we had discussed before that we were gonna do, probably, the tree lighting. We need to
Okay.
kind of like talk about that, because that's not far away.
I think we're gonna go look at getting the lights after Octoberfest. That's what.
I thought they
talked
had
about.
lights.
Yeah, I should already have one.
Just said that.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said go looking for, like going to
No,
buy.
so we're gonna go get the lights.
Okay.
She has them all. She said, here you go.
Okay.
So that's, who's gonna decorate? Is it the fire department?
We'll have to reach out to them and talk to them and see if they can do that for us.
And,
I'm literally not putting an ounce of thought into this until after Oktoberfest.
Who had
Well,
been
some of it we
decorating-
have to plan ahead of time.
Yeah.
A little bit.
can, right after Oktoberfest. Let's
just do
We'll have like a month and a, it's,
I mean, I think like,
Just
After
breathe and listen.
Oktoberfest, yeah, but you got to remember, historically for us.
Yeah, nobody
Right after
talks to each other
Oktoberfest,
for
we don't
a
even
month.
see each other until spring.
right.
Yeah, so,
not this year.
so,
I mean, in broad stroke, I think what we should do is sort of outline the event in broad strokes, sort of what this looks like. Time, what's gonna be there. So we know there's gonna be tree lighting.
yep,
We want Santa
we want a Santa Claus.
with pictures.
Yeah, why not?
Santa with pictures. We wanted a handful of vendors.
Yep,
How many?
I wouldn't do more than 5 or 6, maybe. Maybe.
Depends
that
on what
way.
they're selling.
I think it
Depends on
should
what
be
they're
like
selling.
holiday-ish.
Oh, hey, do we allow direct sales?
What?
Direct sale vendors?
What's that?
Okay, I didn't know either. Somebody asked today on Facebook, do we allow direct sales vendors?
Isn't,
What's a direct sale
isn't
vendor?
pretty much everything at Octoberfest a direct sale?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like,
You're
Like
smiling
Little
over there. Do you
Row
have an
or-
answer?
Pass
Oh,
it
he's
down.
listening to
No,
something
sorry.
else. Okay. What's a direct sale?
I don't know. I asked.
Tony, what's a direct sale?
We'll find
Someone
out.
asked if we do direct sales. What is a direct sale? You're selling to this person directly, but that's, I'm sure it's not what they're
For
thinking.
direct sale.
Like I said, I think it's like a Little Row or something like that. But we'll find out.
Oh, we can only have so many of
Like a
those
multi-level
anyway.
marketing?
Yep. That's what I think it is.
If it's multi-level marketing,
We
What?
do. We do. We do. We do allow it.
multi-level marketing is like an Avon or a.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Santa Claus, a handful of vendors. I think the vendors should be winter or holiday themed.
I wanted to do an open mic with it.
I think there should be music.
Yeah,
Don't think it should be an open mic.
I do.
I think it should be caroling.
I think that. we
No,
should
because
have-
nobody does it. Like, it's got to be something. If you're like, come and do caroling, like 3 people will be like, okay, let's do caroling, and that's gonna be it.
And that's a perfect spot for the Douglas chorus.
There you go.
Who's gonna be
They
on
can use a
vacation?
riser and
Yeah,
everything.
They wouldn't be on vacation.
I'm gonna be on vacation. I'm out of here. See ya. You driving? You saw my email today, right?
No, that's why I
I
didn't
sent
approve
you
it.
3.
That's why I didn't approve the minutes. No, literally, the extent of what I read from your emails is, I got it, I did it,
Done.
yeah, done.
And then I
And if
sent
it-
you
and
a
if it-
whole one.
And if it says that, like literally, I'm like, all right, on to the next one.
Well, I just at least let you know that I received it and did what I was supposed to with that vendor, like I did with John sometimes, like, done. That's all you need to know is I took care of it.
Yeah, no, so
But
literally,
there
I
was
look at the
one that
subject
also
line,
said I
that's
wanted to go on a bus trip with you, and you gotta drive.
I gotta drive?
Yeah, 'cause it'd be fun, 'cause I know you.
I had to drive the other day.
See, you totally missed that email. I sent you a long one today too.
Food? You want some food?
How long are we gonna
I don't know,
have
you
them?
might
then?
wanna skip.
It depends on.
Well, it could
depends
be
on-
like warm cider,
Yeah, it's
hot
not-
chocolate,
That's
warm
not
cider,
food.
coffee.
Donuts.
Those, all 3 of those.
Like,
are
we
apple
can
cider
do
donuts.
apple donuts or something, or
Okay.
apple cider or something.
Ooh, apple cider donuts.
Yeah.
You get a good apple cider donut vendor and a magician for $100. That'd be
There,
awesome.
there you go. There, I do have the name of a person that has a trailer, okay, where they have a machine that makes the donuts in front of your
That
face.
would be awesome.
Okay, huh?
That's cool.
Yeah, they have, it drips it down and then it drops it in the oil and then it floats across a little thing like this and then it comes up a little conveyor and then it spills into your plate.
Hot donuts, that sounds fantastic.
And it's in the, it's, you know, it's
There's a
all
Clark
behind.
Griswold joke in there somewhere.
What are the hours? What are the hours of the event?
Well, it has to be dark when we flip the switch, but at that time of year, it's dark at 4:30 anyway, so.
It is, it's dark.
4 to 6? 4 to 6:30?
4 to 6, I think, I don't know. I think, well.
Well,
it's
what
7?
night are we doing it? We doing it Friday or
You gotta
Saturday?
go till 7:30.
4 to 7?
I don't wanna be freezing my butt off. If it's too cold, I'm staying home.
Bonfire. That's what we need. Need a bonfire.
Oh, public property, good luck with that.
You ain't gonna put a bonfire on the common.
Even a half barrel, they wouldn't let you do. We've had to deal with that. Ooh, public property can't have fire at all unless
No,
your
no,
house.
fires.
I get it. I was on the fire department lawn and I had a fire. You know, then kind of like don't mix there.
Really, it seems like the
It was in a half
Perfect.
barrel too, which was
seems like the
controlled.
perfect place to have a fire.
Yeah,
actually,
and they knew it was
considering there's
happening.
a fire department right there.
Actually, I think they were okay with it. Some people called and said, ooh,
4 to 7.
welcome to Douglas. Hours,
7.
4 to 7,
On a Saturday.
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 Okay.
First Saturday or second Saturday? Or third Saturday? Third Saturday is too late.
First Saturday.
Are you talking November, December? It's usually the first weekend in
It's usually the
December.
It's always the first weekend of December.
First Saturday in December.
Yeah.
4
Yes,
to
it is.
7. We throw the switch at 5 or
Midnight.
55.
You throw the switch at 6.
6.
6.
We have music going for a few hours. Caroling.
Caroling. You get choruses there.
I mean, you probably could do something that, like you want to do the open mic thing, because you're not going to get caroling for 3 hours, so you could have some other music going or something.
Oh, I wonder if I could get the Christian Schools a cappella group.
Do they have madrigals?
3 hours is a long time to have people, I don't know if they're gonna wanna sit down. There are some
We can-
benches there.
Well. It depends, because there's actually a whole bunch, you can, and we could bring tables and chairs up there and have a tent set up. Okay, where they sit, if you wanna make a real,
You're gonna need a
There's no
permit
people.
for the
yes,
tent.
yes, I'll need a permit.
I don't think people are going to sit.
Hmm?
I don't think people are going to sit.
I think you're wrong.
I think it's
I think
too cold.
we get a tent, and then we get one of those heaters.
That's a different story.
No, yeah, well, you get the heaters that have like,
Wow,
you know,
holy
like the Italian
cow.
things, you can rent those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not that much to
Yeah.
rent.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Or we do a hobo fire.
Hold on.
I want the
Let me
fire.
play devil's advocate here.
Huh?
If we set a big tent up,
It's Christmas, there are no devils.
if we set a big tent up on the common, do we sort of take away the charm of the common and
No,
under
you're
the
not taking a
stars?
whole, you're not gonna do the whole common, it's a warming area. Because if it's cold, like,
Yeah, it's cold.
You're
People
gonna
are-
want people there for 3 or 4 hours, it gets cold. You have to have
Yeah.
some place where they can go
you
in.
go warming tent.
If you, like, say if we put up, if we put up
Sorry.
a 20 by 40 tent, okay?
How
2
many square
permits for
feet?
that one.
How many square feet is
Um,
that?
And then
Enough
you
for
had some
2
tables and
permits.
chairs in it, then like the hot cider and, or hot chocolate or whatever and donuts and stuff kinda makes more sense. They can sit down, and then you have, 2 or 3, music things. You've
And
made
some
it, you've made it a little bit more of an event
You're
than
gonna
just
some
a
food.
tree lighting, huh?
If we're gonna go 4 to 7, we gotta have some food there.
Yeah, yeah.
John's really obsessed about food,
It's dinner time.
which shows.
It's
Is
dinner
that a
time.
nice shirt?
No. It's dinner time. So if you
Okay.
want people there from 4 to 7,
All right,
you need to give them dinner.
all right. So, you know.
Lobsters. We'll buy them now,
They're on
when they're on sale.
Mhm.
So we have some, you could have, you can work that out if you want.
Pig ribs.
It depends on how,
Because nothing
on,
says Christmas, I
on,
got
on
pig
how
ribs.
big a
Just had one.
thing you want to turn it into.
I know. I wasn't invited.
Ay.
Because John's like, oh, hey, you going to Tony's for the pig roast? I wasn't invited.
Uh-oh, you didn't invite Keith to, Troop 134's pig roast?
He invited
He
Luke.
doesn't show, he
Wasn't invited.
I showed up.
Wasn't invited.
he did.
I came.
They invited him, he showed up.
Exactly, you invited him. He showed up. I wasn't invited.
There was homemade applesauce
It was very good.
made right there on the fire.
There you go.
Oh, it
So
was
you wouldn't
so
have came
good.
anyway because I made the applesauce.
So, I'm sorry, I can't come. You have applesauce.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
I
Pictures-
would have invited you, but you left too early last time. You like ran out of here. And then John hung on. So
Yeah,
I
we
invited
were
him.
around for another hour.
That's fair. I want to run out of here too, I'm tired.
Pictures with Santa from 4 to 6. 6 is the lighting. 6 to 7 is, whatever, hang out and
That's a long time for
Can we
Santa
just
to
do
be
like
out there.
pictures of the reindeer or something? Everybody does pictures of Santa. It's like,
yeah, you got to get a good Santa. Get a good Santa
We have,
with a real beard.
was it real bit? Or I have one.
grow a beard, you're already halfway there.
I have one. He's got a real beard.
Good.
Not saying anything.
He's the guy that drives the train. Yeah. He's
Santa.
got a real beard.
Santa.
Hmm.
Great.
And it's.
Yeah, but he's usually our sale guy. For the what's Boy Scout race.
We'll figure that out.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay,
So
so
there you go.
basically we know what we're doing,
Sounds
we
like
just
pretty
have
good
to.
You have to actually do it.
Yeah. Can I have the fire
Yeah.
chief or who throw the switch? Shh. I know
We had
you-
an
I know
idea.
you had wanted to throw the switch.
We had
But
an
we were
idea.
Oh, you have an idea.
No, we talked about.
Oh, we did. Okay, here you
At
go.
October, now, if, you know, we have to firm up this, yeah, oh, yeah, well, okay, we're doing this tree lighting event, okay?
I just wanna light the whole.
We can do a drawing to select the person that lights the tree, and we can do it at Octoberfest.
Let's do that next year. Let's put on a successful one first. We'll do that next year.
Yeah.
I have an idea though. On the schedule, the pamphlets that we make 10,000 copies of,
That we fold,
that we fold,
yeah,
put
the ones that he don't wanna do.
the tree lighting
Yes,
Ooh.
on there.
yeah, yes, yeah. That'll fill up the hole that you haven't filled.
What's your problem? You don't want people to come to this event?
No, nobody's gonna. Oh, I got this flyer at Octoberfest. I gotta hold on to it until
No.
December.
It's the first Saturday of December. 4 to 7. That's not hard to remember. It's not the point of, it's repeat exposure.
There are people that actually come up to the administration table and ask for the flyers. They wanna know
Yeah, no, I
what.
believe we should have them day of. I
Oh.
just don't believe distributing them ahead of time helps.
Oh, well, I have to make them ahead of time because I'm gonna put them at Purgatory.
Right.
Well, people do take them from Harry's and
Yeah.
some of the businesses downtown. They do take them from there.
I believe that.
And I
So-
had one couple come up to my tent last year and were upset because there was a particular band that they came and saw every year, and we didn't have them last year, and they were highly upset. And do I remember what the band was? No.
I would guess.
Whatever it
Me
was.
too. There's only one band I booked every year.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
Garage Shop Picasso or something.
I love that. I agree with that.
It's still a great band name.
All right, so, are we done? We're good? Anything else? We gotta,
I think we're done.
we have a good start on the tree
Okay.
common thing. We kinda know what we're doing, hopefully. We just have to make it happen. Put some feelers
All
out.
right. Well, we'll talk about it again.
I move to
Okay.
adjourn.
I knew you were gonna be first. Johnny, you done? You wanna
He doesn't wanna go home to his.
second the
screaming
motion
kid.
or what?
He just got here.
Can you guys bring me up to speed in the first 30 minutes of the meeting? No, just kidding. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we closed up shop.
Oh,